Destiny has changed forever. The Witness is gone, the Light and Dark saga is over. Everything we worked towards for the last 10 years has came to its conclusion a year ago. But with that comes new stories, new adventures, a whole new world, if you will. One thing stays true throughout all of this: the lore. While I don't always like the direction the writers have taken the story, example being Season of the Revenant, the lore always stays true. As much as the community likes to say there are retcons, there really hasn't been. It was just our understanding of information at that time was limited or coming from a perspective that didn't have complete information. Saying Destiny stories have been retconned is like saying Earth was retconned because the scientific world hundreds of years ago thought the sun revolved around the Earth. New and more complete information does not equal a retcon. As the story evolves and gets fleshed out, so does our understanding. I will be honest with you all. I haven't been that excited for the story of Edge of Fate. And as someone whose job is caring about the story of Destiny, that's really not a good thing. Like, I understand I don't have a big YouTube page, but I am one of the largest TikTok creators for Destiny and by far the largest lore one. Kepler looked cool. Us finally meeting the Nine seems promising, but there wasn't really that wow factor that got my heart racing wanting to know more. That is, until the most recent cutscene. This one trailer may have changed the game again. In one of my last videos, I made a prediction that Lodi was from the 1960s in Chicago and was plucked out of the time by the Nine. Please go watch that video. I was really proud of it, talking all about Chicago. I feel very confident that my prediction was in fact true. We can see from the decor and style that Lodi lived in Chicago in either the 1950s or 1960s. But what really has me going is this symbol on the ground. We see a large circle with lines all over it, and I believe this to be the Traveler. When I posted my thoughts about this on TikTok, so many people said this isn't the Traveler, this is Earth. To that I say, when in the history of mankind has Earth ever been drawn like this? If that is Earth, then we need to fire the designer of that logo and maybe call a doctor because they're obviously either blind or having a delusional episode. I think this is the Traveler. And the reason is because the Traveler has circles and lines all over it too. Now, the Traveler itself has concentric circles, more evenly spaced out, while this lines seem to be randomly placed, which I'll be honest, is what My Name is Bife said to me when I asked him his thoughts in a DM after the trailer came out. So I may be wrong, but I will explain why I think this, then I'll go into what it all means. If this is in fact the 1950s, 1960s, it's not like they had really good telescopes back then. This was the first image of Pluto in the 1930s, just a small dot amongst many dots. Things didn't get much better, as this is the difference between a photo of Pluto in the 1990s versus 2018. Even 30 years ago, we could barely make out our dwarf planet on the edge of our solar system. The reason I bring Pluto as an example versus the other planets is because that's about as close as the Traveler could have been in the 1960s. The Traveler was first spotted terraforming Jupiter's moons. Now I know people think the first time we saw the Traveler was Mars, but no, that's the first time we saw the Traveler in person. Remember, if you played Red War, Io, the Cradle, that is the first place the Traveler touched in our solar system. And the Traveler was first spotted around Io sometime around 2015, maybe, in the Destiny's universe. Which means if this symbol is in fact the Traveler, it was first spotted and studied long before the public and major scientific organizations became aware. I think this is basically the X-Files, or SCP, or some other secret government agency that studies weird anomalies. We can see that the phone that is ringing without being attached to anything is in a special room. We can sort of see the words Containment on the door here. They seem to be keeping an eye on special objects and anomalies. If anyone knows the government, they know there are off-the-book agencies that know things that even the president isn't aware of. I have seen the theory that this isn't our universe past Chicago, but another universe And to that, if that's true, I'm going to be honest, I'll be a little disappointed because, well, we really haven't had any alternate universe stuff. For one, that may break some lore because our universe is the first time the Gardener, the Traveler, entered the game along with the Winnower. We also haven't really dealt with alternate universes. Some will say Elsie Bray and her futures, but those aren't alternate universes, those are alternate futures. Elsie Bray always came back to the same universe, same point in time. And the 9 really aren't known for alternate universes. In fact, one of the things they want to create is their own universe so they can stop being tethered to life. The 9 are known for being able to see the future though. We see this in the Prophecy Dungeon as they helped us understand what we need to do in Beyond Light. Things can change, and unlike the 9, I obviously cannot see the future. It would be pretty awesome if I did though. But either way, I am finally excited for the story of Edge of Fate and can't wait to see what we have in store. Until last week, what I was mostly excited about were all the free quality of life changes Bungie is making. Thank you all for watching this video. I know it's kind of short, but if you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe. I will have more videos coming out this week leading up to Edge of Fate.